Welcome. Hey, Roscoe, stepping in. Another disclaimer, just like episode 1. A reminder, this is not about snowmobiling. Just me and my friends, hanging out, having a few beers, talking about randomness. No, it's not professional. Yes, there is profanity. So viewer discretion is advised. Thanks for listening and watching, and please enjoy. Later.
All right, let's rock.
It's just in your...
It's just in my little crow necklace.
Get a little strap.
Yo, we're on the clock here, people. Like, we gotta get this shit done.
This is honestly
so then we
this
could go
is
to
not
bed.
for fun
like
anymore.
a little like puddle.
Look, we're not out here to have fun. We're out here
talking
to
about my sweatshirt,
give the
not the
people what
feeding
they
trough.
need.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm introing. Ready? Are you guys ready? Geneva, deep breath.
Hey, you cats and kittens and small boys and little girls.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, but apparently boys and girls are not allowed to listen to this, as you
Because
said.
they're small. And they should listen.
Okay. My people, welcome to episode number 2 of Trying to Connect with 1569. Here we are. What we realized after episode 1 is we didn't introduce anybody. So that's how we're going to start the show off today. And thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. We love you. And let's get down to the madness.
I think that we realized that we didn't introduce ourselves like the minute that we turned off recording.
I think so.
Yeah,
Appliances.
honestly, maybe it's better that way though. Like,
I don't want them
almost
to
want
know
to
me.
prefer.
I kind of want
be
the people to
anonymous.
know who
I like to be a mystery.
everybody is, though.
You're like, who's
Yeah.
that weird Asian girl that like
Yeah.
doesn't project?
Exactly. They're like, wow, what a mystery.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna unveil the mystery.
Yeah, we're going to unveil the
honestly.
mystery.
and that's gonna be the best thing. Like,
Schultz.
and so the model for this introduction, we decided we're three of us are gonna introduce the other person, and the other person can interrupt or clarify a total of one time.
That is
Did you-
not coronavirus. That's
Yeah, Doug.
a little bit inhaled beer. I'm sorry. I'm not. I love what you're doing with the place.
All right.
Do you need to take a lap? or-
Honestly,
Yeah.
a little bit. No, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you. For
Did you get the rule, though? When you're being introduced, you can only clarify or
One
step
time.
in one time.
And that's it.
That's it.
Everybody else, the
Wow,
other three get
that's-
to
The
say
other three get
What
to
if the
paint the
information
picture
is just
to
blatantly
everybody.
false?
one time.
One time.
Words,
Perfect.
That's
Love
it.
it.
Choose-
Great,
stick
let's
to
do
it.
Why are you guys looking at me so hard? for
Because
that?
you're the one that's like coughing and interrupting the
Yeah.
bullshit. Like, we just want to make sure
I was
you're clear.
choking.
You're
for
the
Christ's
most.
sake.
you-
It's a safety hazard.
I
you're
said a
safety
lot, but I
hazard.
just don't project, so I didn't hear it.
Geneva's over there. It's like. Yeah, see exactly. She's saying words.
Oh
you
my
can't even hear 'em.
gosh.
Okay, so where we start?
All right.
I think that we should start with the quietest of the bunch. I think that we should
So-
introduce Geneva Strongstream Male.
Yeah.
No, you can't
Oh, no?
start off with that.
And like, where does the name Strong Stream come from?
I
You know,
just like,
Are you using your one?
I'm not using my one, but I just want to make a generalized statement that
lay it on us, Gene.
to the people. And
The
this
masses.
doesn't just pertain to me.
It's coming out to people.
This is going out to the people. I know that you can't choose your nickname. And I'm not I'm not the type of person that's gonna be like, oh, that's such a cute nickname. I made it for myself. Like
True.
I'm not begging for a nickname,
True.
but that's not the one that I would have chosen.
Strong Stream? That seems odd that you wouldn't have picked that for yourself.
Strong stream.
Hardly
And like
understand.
I just feel like there's gotta be some evidence to back up the nickname, and that's not just one account, you know? Like, okay, maybe I peed loudly once.
Dude, we've all been there.
Yeah,
I mean-
we've all raise your hand. This is a safe space if you have had a strong stream.
Dude, my sister literally told me today, you're peeing and
Everyone
it sounds
has their
like a
hands
cow peeing. And
I
was
literally,
like,
that was like
tight.
one of the first like phrases I learned in Spanish. Don't ask me what
Honestly,
it is now.
though, growing up, I would try and make my streams stronger
Yeah.
to pretend like I had a bigger dick than I actually do. I'm not kidding.
Is there a correlation?
No, straight up, like middle school, that's what was going through my mind. Like, I'm about to hit puberty, and I was like, wow, my pee sounds like a little boy pee. I needed to sound like
Are
a
you
man
serious?
pee.
This
is
Yo,
power.
I used to track like how full the bowl could be of bubbles. And
You're
that's
like
how I
trying to think
took-
like, how does my dad pee? Like, let me just like.
No, I'm not focusing
Oh
on my
my
dad's
gosh.
stream, dog. Don't make
Well,
it weird.
no, I'm just trying to, like,
just
say,
saying,
like, this is like a man
anybody
that's
overhearing this. I need them to think that I'm I'm a unit.
He's packing
you
heat.
know?
I'm a unit.
That's
literally
what I
shocking.
had going on in my mind in 8th grade. No longer do I correlate a strong stream with a large penis. However,
Oh,
in the moment, I
that's
did.
good because you're dating a woman whose nickname is Stromstring. So
Might as well just call
Precisely.
me Big Dick Jean.
I know. I mean, if you're so
new nickname.
yeah, I know. Like if they say you don't choose your nickname for yourself, but you know,
No, I think
you
I
just
just did.
I mean, Big Dick Jean kind of rolls off the tongue.
Big Dick Jean. Big DG. Oh,
And
that
then
happened.
BDG.
Love that.
Wow.
Okay, well,
BDG.
BDG.
that was my generalized statement. Doesn't count as my.
Cool.
I think
one.
that was pretty much an interruption. I don't know. What
Well,
I think that was like a
Go.
preemptive interruption. She was like, I just
All
know
right.
you guys are gonna talk shit, so let me just like get ahead of that. So,
We can.
Well, Eddie, why don't you kick us off with the intro here for
my God,
BDG?
BDG. Well,
That's pretty good.
Geneva, what a time. I feel like you're getting married or something. I'm like giving your speech. That's how I feel like this is. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I've known you for many years. Dude, no, Geneva.
Don't cry.
Badass on the trails, super strong, but like undercover, like does not braggy about it at all, ever. And is not like, look how sick I am, like, yeah, but then just like shreds everything, like just on her own. And I know, like trying not to cry over there. Plant goddess. Every plant in this house is purely curated.
I thought we
by
were
Geneva.
roasting each other.
Yeah, I thought we
Just it's just an introduction. I'm just trying to display your talents.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
All of those things
and
are
your
the truth.
interests.
Yeah.
And you know, cooks for these two schlumps every night.
Whoa.
And
They did make me a burrito bowl last night. Thanks, boys.
all right. So 1 out of 7. Just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. You guys dive in. Come on. I mean, I don't know.
Yo,
what else
Geneva
to
Mail
say.
is a
Oh, we're using last names.
I know.
wonderful person.
Can you bleep that out? I would like to remain anonymous throughout all of these
Yeah.
interactions with your audience. Your audience.
Your
Specifically.
audience.
You're tagged on all social media.
Dude, my
so-
favorite thing about Jean is when she's like, she's the baddest fucking, like, knows how to ski, knows how to do anything, and she's like, I'm kind of like nervous for this. I'm like,
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, she pretends like she's such a straight-nosed chotch,
Gina
but
is
like,
like,
yeah.
oh, this is like my first time skiing, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And then you just drop
Can
it
I
in like,
do this?
I'm like, excuse me?
stupid ass question is
Like, can
that?
I do this? That's my favorite thing about Jean. She's just very, very nonchalant. Just like, I don't know if I can do this, but then just like fucking destroys you, and you're like, oh my god.
Along
Hanging
that
out on
vein-
South Fork, like,
On that same vein, like I think that she shreds harder uphill than she does
Oh,
downhill.
for
Like
sure.
that's
Yeah.
the coolest thing
For
because
sure.
all of a sudden you're chasing her bitch ass and you're just like, God
Dude.
damn it! Like I am maxed out right now.
yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
she
Ready.
is
Oh yeah.
cruising.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the downhill comes and you're just like, where
Yeah.
is she? Why is she?
Like my
not-
heart rate is like
why is she
240
not
going uphill
here?
trying to chase
But
Geneva.
like
Yeah.
uphill, I couldn't even see her.
Yeah,
for
where
a
were
different
you
reason.
guys on that last ride?
I was dead. I gave
Literally
up.
RIP. I don't even know. I don't even remember. I was just redlining the whole time. I was like, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, you were just like leaps and
Gina's
bounds
like,
above everybody.
I thought you were like right behind me, and then
kind of was, and then I
you
wasn't.
weren't, and I was like, maybe someone fell.
You're just a
Yeah,
goddess amongst
I know.
mortals.
Let's just roast me while we're here.
You're a goddess amongst mortals, and that's tough to compete with. You know what I mean? We can't keep up.
A power
Okay, so
bottom, honestly.
She's got that
wasn't a
off the couch
roast.
fitness.
But kind of a roast slash, like, not roast. I mean, introduction. of the
No
town.
need
Come on,
to.
bring me
we
down,
don't
guys. I
need
can
to
take
roast.
it. I can take it.
I mean, very few things that are roastable.
Say something mean.
That's why we just said you're
I can handle
you're
it.
slower on the downhills, faster
Yeah.
on the uphills,
Boom, roasted.
which is hilarious.
Boom, you're slow.
Like,
Boom, you're slow. Should we?
I don't know what else.
Roast-
Yo,
roast
all I
Eddie
can
now?
think is that I'm gonna get roasted so hard
Oh,
when
yeah.
I'm rolling up.
I know.
But
I feel like that one was.
bring it.
Well, do you want us to roast you?
No,
now?
let's go
like
Eddie.
it.
Let's go Eddie.
Okay.
This isn't gonna feel good.
Why don't you just lead us off? You've been oddly silent right
I
now.
know, because
Roscoe.
I like the energy that you guys are bringing to this.
Goodbye.
Well, why don't you kick us off with
Energy.
our intro roast slash gas up of
Oh
Shredder.
jeez, it's kind of hard now that you're like we're on air to not gas each other.
Right.
But it's bullshit because we never ever gas each other
Yeah,
when
That's why I
we're
think
not.
this is beautiful.
Wow, this
Bill,
is
why do you build me up, Buttercup?
this is so
Just to
beautiful.
let me down.
I think she roasts me so much that I'm like, jeez. What?
I roast you so much
Yeah,
that you're like,
yeah.
geez.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
Let's see. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't have
This is
much,
fun.
honestly. But should we talk about that time when it was you and I, and she did that thing with the bike, and she put it on her shoulder,
so hot.
and we were like, I was like, damn.
He literally came home and told me about it. He's like, Gene, guess what happened today?" I think I fell in love.
Like, because I fixed your derailleur?
No, it was the way she like threw the bike over her shoulder and was holding it up, and it was like it was pretty damn
What he's
impressive.
not saying is that he was still on the bike. So
Yeah.
both the bike and he were on
yeah,
the shoulder.
yeah.
She fireman carried both of them up the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fixed the bike with one hand.
Yeah.
Good
So all in all, Eddie's just like a bike badass.
Badass, yeah.
Strong like
Shreddy
balls.
Shredward's just, well, simply put, shreds.
Brings the
Uphill,
party.
downhill, brings the party.
Wow.
Is
Thanks,
always
guys.
down.
Sometimes slightly out of control.
Very out of control.
yeah.
Keeps it loose, but keeps it tight. Mostly loose, but
Almost
like sometimes
always.
tight.
Yeah.
out of control,
Yeah.
I would argue.
No, the one time I was following her and she was on rails on when we were riding bikes, and I was like, she's so out of control right now.
Which time was that?
That was when I blew that sidewall out.
Oh, on South
Yeah, and
Fork?
then you had to fix my flat tire.
Yeah, she's out of control.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
That was a
Excuse
good
me?
time.
You're one to say.
Well, I think you had like a fully bloody elbow and shoulder from the day before.
True.
So-
Yeah, that is true.
Boom. Roasted. Anyways,
Felt good.
Yeah,
She's a live wire, that one.
yeah, that's a live
she's
wire.
a true athlete.
True
also.
athlete.
True athlete.
Like
Mathlete.
triathlon badass.
This is embarrassing.
But like also the type of person I literally every sport, and it's kind of the same with you, but I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna get Eddie into mountain biking, and she's gonna be behind me for one ride, and then I'm gonna be chasing her through the whole town for
Not
the
on
rest
the
of it.
uphill.
I
Never
don't
on
know,
the
you're a
uphill.
power
How,
bomb too.
how to roast Eddie, compliment the shit out of her, that hurts her more than
Yeah, it
roasting
makes
her.
her really
Yeah.
Also, yo,
She's like,
the
what the f-?
muffins that she makes,
Oh,
though, the
shit,
bread that she
dude.
makes. Yo, this bitch is a badass baker.
Yeah.
You know that muffin man.
For real, though.
Yeah, I do.
I do now.
For show.
It's
I
like
gotta
3
make
blocks
those.
away.
So, yeah, much love to badass.
Seriously though, where the hell are those muffins?
I know. I gotta
Yeah.
make
Hey, you
them.
keep saying you're gonna make
I
them.
know. Today
I got
fake.
all
no
those
motivation.
zucchini.
You're hella fake.
You have
Yeah,
zucchinis too?
I got you some.
Dog, you're
I have
fake.
zucchinis.
We'll vote
Okay.
you off the podcast with that.
Okay.
No,
I'll
no,
come
no,
over
no,
and
no.
make
It's like
them tomorrow.
Survivor up
okay,
in here.
and then
Yeah.
one more thing is just like skiing. Same thing. You're like, I'm
yeah.
gonna get into skiing. It's like, fuck yeah, she is. This is gonna be great. And then I even said, I should have like had it written down somewhere. I was like, yo, she has not skied that much in her life, and I'm gonna teach her how to do this one day, and then I'm gonna be chasing her down the mountain. And then, yeah, sure enough, she just straight lines it down every run. It's amazing.
Yeah, she's like Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, worry about
Yeah,
it.
she's like, I'm not sure what to do with my hands, but like the car ran real nice.
I feel uncomfortable. Let's go on to someone else.
Good job. We did good, I think.
Yeah, good
Thanks,
job.
guys.
Well
Wow.
done.
Do you want to
That
flip
was
a coin in
gracious.
between us here, there, Ross?
If I had a coin, I would flip it.
Me too. Who has cash anymore, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, should we rock off?
All right,
Rock each
Jacob
other off?
is wearing all green.
What
so
does that
let's go
even
with
mean?
him.
All right.
Rock off?
Yeah, like
sounds
rock, paper,
inappropriate.
scissors.
Okay, let's talk about Jacob.
Let's talk about Fritz A.
Jacob is the power bottom central of this side of the Mississippi.
He's
The
like,
quad
disrespectfully professional.
Oh,
oh
my
God.
gosh.
Oh, you know what I hate the most? Jacob just talking shit, mad slang. I don't even know what he's saying half the time. He gets on a call with some professional and he's like, just like, hello, oh, thank you so much for taking this call. It's absolutely
I've become
my
British on
pleasure.
my-
It's my pleasure to talk
Apparently.
to you. Indubitably. Just using all these words. And I'm like, where did this come from? Unbelievable. It's like a light switch, but I love it. I mean, that's perfect. I mean, we
Yeah.
all aspire to be like that, truly.
This, if you guys could see his whiteboard right now, the guy just really knows how to nail a whiteboard.
There's a lot of
He
words
does
on
know
it.
how to
There's a
nail
lot of work
white.
on that whiteboard.
Dude, I mean, color coded.
Yeah, color coded.
There's like bullet points.
but like also numbers
I
in
know.
there. Yeah, there's like
hella smart.
sections. Yeah,
Jacob's
hella.
smarter than all of us
Speaks
combined,
like
probably.
500
I
languages,
know.
including parcel tongue.
Yeah, he's fluent in that.
He
Definitely.
burnt his
Shout
hand.
out to my Harry
He
Potter
burnt
friends.
his
I
hand
know.
yesterday and cut like I don't know what he said, and he said something in Spanish rapidly
No
with
way.
pain in his hand.
Wow.
And I would have been, I wouldn't even have been able to speak English. I would have just made guttural sounds.
Yeah.
Like,
That's accurate.
and he's
Super
like,
accurate.
bust. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell, dude?
So his brain is the size
Yeah,
of
but
an
at
elephant.
the same time, I am touching hot shit like a dumbass.
Boom.
Yeah, but
Roasted
self-roasted.
himself.
That's
Got
the only
it.
thing you're allowed to say.
You guys were gassing me up too much.
I
need
can
to bring
degas
myself
for a
down.
little bit if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was like,
Jane's
I got something.
I've been in this long enough. Let's go.
Like, I've been in quarantine with this guy long enough. I got some ammo saved.
No,
Yeah.
I just got a great anecdote that's really just been like rubbing up my groins.
What?
Definitely delete
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah.
This,
What's happening?
That's so in.
just rubbing.
Please
something.
clarify.
It makes her feel uncomfortable.
What's the saying? Grind my
grind my
Grinding my
gears?
gears.
There's no groin involved.
To do
That's
with-
a Freudian slip if I've ever seen one.
Rubbing my
I know what she
groins.
also doing later.
Okay, anywho. He's
Wow.
very intelligent. We all know this. Very intelligent. But he has these just like wonderfully ignorant moments
Yes.
where you're like, what the actual Jesus H. Christ? How do you not know that? Do you live under a rock? Exhibit A. Does everyone know what riced cauliflower is?
Yeah.
Ross,
Yeah.
you don't cook a lot. What would you assume riced cauliflower is?
Cauliflower ground to a pulp into
Beautiful.
rice-sized
Beautiful.
Good
things.
job.
Beautiful. All right. That's the correct answer. Ross does not cook, and he knows that that is what
I just-
Honestly,
riced
I'm
cauliflower
impressed
is.
I had a
by that.
smoothie for lunch.
He's
just
like,
to
I
verify.
Googled this before.
I'm studied.
Like I knew this was coming.
We were at the store, and we were going to make a dish with riced cauliflower, and we're in the produce aisle, and I grab cauliflower.
Yeah, we need rice.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to the bulk section, and he said something about getting rice, and I was like, we don't need rice, and he's like, yeah, the cauliflower rice, and I was like, yeah, that's what this is, holding the riced cauliflower that says cauliflower rice on it, and on the bag, and it's got a picture of a cauliflower, and it's riced. And he was like, well, I just thought it was like a type of rice.
Oh,
It's like, it is.
I am confused. Love that, dude. I would also like to say, Jacob hardly knows how to put an Instagram story up. I mean,
True.
No,
True.
he doesn't.
he I take that back. He fully
So please
does not.
follow me on
But
Instagram.
despite these mishaps, smartest guy, power bottom as fuck.
Wicked smart.
Yeah,
Wicked
dude,
piss of
just pushes
smart.
the hardest gear
Yep.
ever.
Oh my
He's in the
God,
hardest
dude.
gear pedaling up. This is so consistent. Every time I go ride with you,
every
I
time.
love it. Just shreds up like Gene up the hills, just crushes all of us. He's like, you guys tired? And then I know, classic, like this is unreal. And then you get to like a rocky section, he's still pushing that hard gear where a normal person would be like, let me just like shift down and get a little easier and just like, you know. Jacob's like, and then gets stuck on a rock and he's like, oh fuck. Tips over every time. Oh fuck.
Or the good ones are when he doesn't shift down and he stuffs his front in a rock or a root. And
yeah.
he literally is so damn powerful that the whole bike flips over him and he endos going uphill.
Oh, uphill, literally.
It's so
He's like,
damn. I'm
let me
like,
just put down
yo.
like 600 watts and just flip over this.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I didn't actually know that was a weird thing to do until you guys pointed that out to me. Like that happens to me so often that I was like, oh yeah, this must happen to everybody.
This must be like a
I
normal
fall more often going uphill than I do
Yeah.
going downhill.
So funny.
I'm like, yo, bro, they have there's the thing called the granny gear for a reason. Like you can shift down into that bad boy and just work your
Jacob's
way
like,
up.
I don't even need it.
He's like, what is that?
I don't think they make that on my bike.
I took that off.
Yeah.
Took it
Sorry,
out.
yeah, we don't have that anymore, actually.
We don't carry that anymore.
Yeah, he's got like 4 speeds on that bike.
Yeah,
Ride the
honestly.
fixie.
It's a fixie.
All around animal.
No brakes.
Just an animal.
Said animal. All right, bring
All
the
right.
heat.
Last but not least, Ross Robinson.
Probably the most talented person out of all of us,
Yeah.
yet the one that gets roasted the most.
Yeah.
A true
I must
artist.
say, like-
More
on
finger
the canvas and off.
Honestly, he's so talented in so many ways that it's obscene, but he's also so unbelievably roastable
I know.
that it's fucking awesome.
It's crazy. Like, he has more talent, like, in his fingernail than all of us combined. And then we're over here just, like, absolutely shitting on him probably 24 hours a day. Maybe 23, 24 hours a day.
Right, because his dumbass will come out of a room and say something stupid, and you're like, dude, that's just too easy. Like,
like,
why
who
are
do
you
you
serving
know?
up that easy roast?
It's like he's just throwing alley-oops, and we're just like, I mean, I'm like,
Boom,
sorry.
yeah, dunk.
Yeah, I'm just
Boom,
gonna
dunk. Dunk.
but just stupidly talented. God, if I ever have any problem with the computer, any sort of technology, I'm like, really, just do this for me? And he's like, yeah, you're gonna know how to do this. Like, oh, fucking idiot. And just like, it's
Never called you a fucking idiot.
I know, it's true. But in my head, I'm like, God, I'm so stupid. Ross is so good at this. Just very talented.
Pretty mediocre at snowmobiling, though.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I think that's honestly like on the lower spectrum.
Actually, I would disagree with
Like
that.
coding
Oh yeah.
is top. Smoothie
Like,
making. Up
What
there.
are things that Ross isn't good at? Would be
Basketball.
a shorter conversation. Yeah, I mean, basketball.
Yeah, basketball, he definitely gets dunked on.
I get
think-
physically dominated in basketball.
He's not good at cooking things other than eggs.
But I
Yeah,
think
he
it's because
fucks
he
with
hasn't
eggs, though.
tried yet. You know.
That's
like,
true. He's really good at cutting things.
Shit. Oh my God! If I'm
Yeah, he
ever like
dices
Ross,
the
cut this
hell out of an
onion, he's like,
Yeah, I think onion
all
is his sweet
perfectly
spot.
the same.
it's
Yeah.
literally
Shit.
perfect. Do you have a passion for cutting onions?
Well, I like knives. Like sharp, you know.
knives. Yeah,
Like-
aren't you sponsored by a knife company? I mean,
Well, like a lot of like, yeah, like what 14-year-old boy didn't go have a fascination with knives?
are
Yo,
you
I used to
14 or
throw
how old are you
knives with my buddy. Like we would get these Ninja Star
See?
knives,
See?
and we would
See?
just throw them against this garage
Knives.
door. We
They're cool.
destroyed this garage door.
Yeah.
It was.
That'd be a
Awesome.
good idea for
Wow,
the shed.
we should
Yeah.
get some throwing
I
stars.
think that we should.
Some throwing
Just
knives.
use all your pocket knives.
Boom.
We
But
could.
yeah,
But yeah. Anyways, Ross has probably the best party shirts out of the whole crew.
yeah.
So he always brings the fun. You can always count on Roscoe to bring the hype, bring the stoke.
Mm-hmm.
He's always gassing you up. That's one thing that I appreciated about him. You know, even when I go endo on the uphill, he's always like, "Yo, that's fucking awesome! But you're also a dumbass."
Exactly.
And then he just like pedals by me and is like, "Ah." And that's great.
Yes, I don't think I've ever
He
seen
brings the
Ross
stoke.
like sad or like, "Man, I don't want to do this right now." You know, it's always like, "Let's go!" Like full gas or no
Yeah,
gas.
dude brings the stoke. That's for sure.
Pack
So,
your GFAs.
Yeah,
Good fucking
no
attitude.
That's what
doubt.
this crew does.
Yep.
Yep.
GFA for life. Well,
Probably could have been the
respects a
name of
good
this
whiskey.
podcast. I do
Oh,
respect
yeah.
a good
Oh
whiskey.
yeah.
That's like the stem of
I know.
our relationship.
I think we
me and
honestly
Ross.
all
That
do.
is.
whiskey.
Like,
Yep, whiskey.
we-
Yep.
Yeah, I was just born
Whiskey
in
drinks.
whiskey.
Yeah, honestly.
Our friendship all was, yeah.
Yeah.
Great socks too. Shout out to Susan though for picking.
Yeah,
them
for mom.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
great
Susan
mom.
thing. I know, great
Yeah,
mom.
honestly,
Great
probably
mom.
yeah,
Overall great.
awesome.
And,
mom.
yeah,
Yo,
just family in
screw
general.
Ross, good mom.
Yeah, like shout out to Susan for
Yeah,
everything
if
that
you're watching
she
this,
has
the
created.
Does
real-
Susan have an
realist.
Instagram? Shout out to her for sure.
I don't know, but you should tag her.
Let's make
No,
a fan
tag her.
account.
Oh my God, yes. It'll be like a Taylor Swift fan account, but like for Susan.
Yeah. And it's like Susan and also just baby
It's
pictures
just
of
all
Ross.
of like. Also, Ross has great baby photos.
yes.
I mean, maybe those will pop out at some point, but he's got some very
Maybe.
charismatic and entertaining photos, if you will. Throwing leaves.
maybe
and
it'll be on a mug.
in a
Next
little
time
bucket
we're
hat.
out here drinking something warm.
Maybe.
Front of the camera.
There you
Yeah.
Who
go.
knows?
Who knows?
Only the Lord.
Great
knows.
hair, also. Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
this
great
thing's
flow.
coming in. If anyone's like just listening, you should check out the videos that are on YouTube because the dude's got a mane coming in. Right
We're-
now,
we're
he's
working on
wearing a
that.
tiger shirt, and his red ass hair is coming out like a motherfucking mane. And he's got this wonderful stash on that I just love.
But if you're watching the podcast, you can't quite see it because it is just blonde enough that it blends into my face.
Yeah,
They can see
Oh, we're
yours.
saying
that's
it's
cute. You
blonde.
think
Not-
it's blonde?
Yeah, we're saying, are we saying it's blonde?
I said just blonde enough.
Enough. Okay, gotcha.
It's red.
right.
Yeah. Or it's definitely red.
Right.
I think. I don't know. Just,
Boom. Self roast.
Drop.
Boom.
Yeah.
Roasted.
Self roast.
All
You're a
right.
ginger.
Did you get
Ginger.
burned a lot for being a ginge as
Hell
a
yeah.
child?
You don't really have
Soulless.
freckles.
No, you're not
No.
like a weird ginge.
Kinda like a
you know?
daywalker.
You're like a normal ginge.
A
Yeah,
daywalker. Because
a
you're
daywalker.
not
I
an
don't even-
Auburn.
Do you have a soul though?
No, I sold it.
To who?
The devil.
But like, at what point did you have
For
one?
how
Because
much?
when you were born with that one.
Pretty early.
Roasted.
Yeah,
So
well,
Just kidding. Take that part out. That's a joke. We support.
Stop rocking.
Okay, so like back to the red hair part. Wait, so like kids would make fun of you for being a ginger, and you're always like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, not that much, but then that's when that South Park episode came out. And they really roasted gingers in
Nice,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
did. South Park did a great
deservingly
job
so.
of, yeah,
I mean,
Of
that's-
instigating that.
of like, let's make this whole generation of youth hate gingers.
Yeah.
And like South Park had that power for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah.
True. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. They
it's
totally did.
deserving. for
That's
sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly, as it should be. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
let's
I'm like,
make fun of everybody that's different. You know?
Yeah.
Because like, what? Why not? You know? Fuck them.
Alex is
We're all
taking a
here with
dark
brown
turn.
hair. You got red hair, so like.
Hey, we're all about the same size here. Let's move on.
Same size.
Same size heart. We're all so kind.
Interpret that how you
Yeah.
will.
Okay, perfect. So thanks for the
Okay,
introductions.
BDG.
Let's move on. So, what we're going to talk about today is the largest / scariest animal you think you could fight to the death and win. So we've talked about this.
With your bare hands.
Why it has to
Like
be large?
without a weapon.
No,
with your
large,
bare
the
hands.
largest / scariest. So I mean, you
Please address
interpret
the bare
that
hands
as
part,
you
though.
will. Yeah,
No weapons.
you will be naked, and you will have your bare hands. I know it's kind of like, wow, I want to wrestle a bear naked. I know it's kind of. I don't know if you're getting turned on, but maybe. So.
Wow.
I think you should start. That was a
Yeah.
great
Dude,
introduction.
I mean-
I think that you should break it down.
I forget even what I originally said. Go for it.
Let me jump into the fact to say that we've had this conversation around the table before, and it got slightly heated. So we're like, let's bring it to the mics and let the people know what's
So
going
this
on.
could get really heated, and we apologize if it does.
I don't apologize.
Apologize for
Someone
nothing.
might move out by the end of this episode.
Real talk.
I don't even live here. Dude, okay, well, when I'm running through this thought process, I'm like, okay, large, like, oh, I don't know, the largest thing I could kill is like probably like a large-ish cat or something. like, I'm not gonna kill a bear or a tiger. Like, I'm not Carol Baskin. Like,
Fuck you, Carol
I
Baskin.
know, true.
You, Carol Baskin.
Like, I don't.
With an E.
Yeah, Carol with an E. You're
Someone
right.
corrected that.
Yeah, somebody did, and I was like, I don't care.
They're
I'm like,
hooked on
cool.
phonics. You gotta respect
I
it.
know.
And
Yeah.
also,
Carol.
like, fuck you, Carol
it's Carol.
Baskin.
Carol
Yeah, like
A.
she's French, you know. Dude, I gotta put some thought to the animal that I would go for.
Yeah,
but-
because a large house
I
cat
know,
is a pretty
I'm not
shitty.
like
That's
a
pretty
large
lame.
house cat. I'm thinking like a large cat, like some sort of like bobcat.
A lynx.
Like,
Okay, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What about like a cheetah? Like something that's
Fuck
like,
no.
yo,
Cheetah.
Are you kidding me?
hear me out, Eddie. Like a cheetah is fast, sure. So don't run away from it. But if you face that fucker head on,
Bop.
like the thing's pretty light. Like the thing has to be pretty light to move that quick, right? Like one solid hook. I think that you might be able to take a cheetah. What do you think?
I would blink and it would be right in my face when it was 100 meters away before, and then it would just have gone like that across my face.
Gouged your
I'd
eyes
be
out.
dead.
Okay, so
Do you have a better left hand or right hand? Do you think you could catch it
I've
with
never been
either
in a
hand?
fight. I think I need to practice.
That's a great point.
I know.
You're in the wild. You don't have time to practice.
Maybe
All of a
we'll
sudden,
just have.
Definitely
face.
not a cheetah. I do not feel confident killing a cheetah.
Okay.
In a hand combat.
Hand-in-hand
Okay,
combat.
so then let's duck down to like a lynx.
Lynx. There you go. Bobcat.
You know?
Large
no,
bobcat.
Okay, I think I'm going for like the more scary animals, like a spider,
A spider.
or like a bunch of spiders, like a bunch of ants. Like I think I said this when we were all talking about this before, like fire ants. Like there's a bunch of fire ants swarming. I think I could kill a bunch of them, and that's
Oh,
like
you
scary.
think you could kill a bunch of ants? Really?
I mean, I'm going more for like the smaller, scarier. Like they're pretty big, but they're more scary than big. Like there's not a direct correlation with like large animal and scariness. Like there can be fucking small things that are scarier than a large teddy bear. You know, it's like just because they're big doesn't mean they're scary. Just because you see a big giraffe or an elephant or something, you're not like, it's scary.
Yeah, but you would get murked by some fire
Fire
ants.
ants. A lot
Your
of
ass
fire
would
ants.
get chomped. Like
So
that's
you
one of
think
the
I couldn't-
scariest. That's one of the scariest animals in the insects in the Amazon.
I know.
Yeah.
Them
I think I
motherfuckers will
could
come
kill a bunch
through.
of them. I
But
mean,
here's the
or
thing.
it's like one. I mean, I could definitely take on one.
Yeah.
All right,
make
fuck
up
you
your
guys. Can
mind.
somebody else talk about this? I don't know what I'm going to say because I got to think about it.
All right, so Eddie's answer is inconclusive, maybe
Inconclusive.
nothing.
Maybe one singular
I don't want
fire
to kill
ant.
anything.
God forbid.
I love animals.
All right, Roscoe, what do you think that you could take on?
Well, before we talked about, I wanted a Wolverine.
This is unbelievably
bold
inaccurate
take.
and impossible.
It's bold take, but also I know what your take
Wait,
is.
you mean
so
like the guy from X-Men or like the
yeah,
like
do
from
not
the Fairy
kill
Kingdom?
Hugh Jackman.
I'm not gonna
Do
kill
not
Hugh.
kill him.
Come
The
on.
world needs him.
we all love Hugh.
So just like a scary ferret, basically.
No, and the reason I say that is because I did a report on the Wolverine in middle school.
Yeah.
It was like the assignment was find your, do a report on one of your favorite
spirit
animals.
animal?
I was like, what's a really cool animal? It was a wolverine because, they're really vicious and gnarly, and they're pretty small, but so, like, I think it'd be a tough fight. Like, you'd have to catch it early, but it could kill you pretty quick because it's fast and furious.
Now, what's your technique? Like, what?
Yeah,
how
what?
are you?
I
How are
gotta-
you taking this thing on? This thing is squat. It is dense. Where it's
Fast.
where is it's fast?
Squat
Where, what's
and
dense.
its?
I honestly need to look
well,
at a
I
photo
think-
Dude,
of
any
Wolverine.
picture
Where's
you look up of
the-
a Wolverine, this
where's
is
the
its
weak spot
face
there,
when
Ross?
you look it
I
up.
think that's true.
Like they just always
Oh,
look pissed.
hello,
like someone
Hugh
walks into the
Jackman.
bathroom
Sure.
and like
yeah.
Wolverine animal. Like, for God's sake, stop showing me pictures of naked Hugh Jackman.
Jeez.
stop, but like don't
I'm like, well, maybe
Stop
one
him.
more.
I think you got to control it at the head.
What the hell? This is a squirrel. You're gonna kill a squirrel?
No.
Says the chick who's gonna kill an ant.
yeah,
It's like a raccoon. I mean, that's plausible.
Yeah, a
raccoon.
couple of
I kill
pansy
a
wagons.
It's not
out
a raccoon.
That is
Show the
literally-
Wolverine.
Way gnarlier than a raccoon.
It's like a scary
Similar
ferret.
size though. Similar
Yeah,
size.
the
to a
ferret
I think a
family.
little bit bigger.
but they're more scary.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
yeah. So I
Definitely
think
way
you
gnarlier,
got to
though.
control the head. If you can
Okay.
get a hold of the head / neck region, then you got a fighting chance. But if he gets you early,
And then what? Are you trying to just like break the neck and walk away?
Maybe
or are
choke
you just
him out,
going
like,
body
ah.
shots? Like what's the strategy here?
I think choke it out.
Choking it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're gonna want head control the whole time.
Right.
I don't.
You're gonna want to mount and then head control.
This animal is like this big.
Right.
It's bigger than that. Look up the size of
I
Wolverines.
literally just did.
What is the What is a
It
grown
said this
Wolverine? It's you don't you just throw
don't even
your
have a
hands up.
comeback.
You can't just throw your hands up. And I know you actually didn't look that up.
All right, called up. Fair enough.
Wolverine is a big jump.
That's a
dude.
big jump, but
It's like
Dude,
the size
I
of a
don't know.
house cat.
I don't think I respect
it's
that.
not the size of a house cat.
It
Let's
is.
Let's
It's
let
like a
Fritz
It's a
go.
bigger raccoon.
See, like in comparison to a live human, look at that.
That's
It's like
Oh,
a dog.
shoot.
It's like
a dog.
Jordy.
Okay. Oh no,
Yeah.
Jordy's a little bit bigger.
It's like
Jordy's a chunk.
I don't know.
Like 100.
I don't know. I mean,
pounds.
whatever.
Yeah.
I want to be able to win.
I'm not
mean,
necessarily
yeah.
putting my money on you, but I like you might emerge victorious.
Yeah.
But like I'm
Victorious.
not gonna
I
necessarily
would say it's like a 70-30 chance.
bet on you. You know,
Okay. Okay.
I think
But,
Like
like,
the
maybe-
tactic,
30 being you.
the tactic
like if you
is
get
the element of surprise. So you gotta come in from the back, away from the plows.
Wow. This is
Yeah, you're
and
right.
from the
Yeah,
clouds.
I like that.
Yeah.
a scary way to talk about it.
But if we're talking battle royale, like you're in a circle,
Right.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
we're
yeah.
talking
That's what I was
gladiator
picturing.
style. Gladiator
totally.
style.
Gladiator
Yeah.
So when I think that, all I can think of is Eddie in a coliseum with 10,000 people. Eddie and a singular
Yeah.
fire
And a
ant.
Yeah, and we got boxing gloves. We're like, let's go! And I'm like, let's go! The crowd's going crazy. Like,
They're like,
stomping.
they're like, who is she fighting? They can't even see the
Yeah.
ant. 'Cause it's
I mean,
like-
it's plausible. I'm gonna kill it. I know I'm gonna come out victorious.
She's like,
100%
I need to
of the
make
time.
sure I win this. All right.
I mean,
next.
the
Let's go
largest and
next.
scariest that you will fight to death and win.
Okay.
Alright.
Fire
Final
ant.
answer. Thank you, Jacob.
Wolverine.
Good for you.
Okay, so this is I'm gonna get roasted here by the other three compatriots on this.
Are you gonna say
On
like
this
a golden
podcast.
retriever? Or
No,
something?
I'm gonna
Okay.
say
I remember.
Fish.
I'm gonna say
Trout.
a cougar. I think
God.
that I can kill a cougar, and I
Show me the
like you
card.
have
Hell
to.
no.
Okay, fuck all y'all. Let me talk. You know, this is my
Let
time.
him go, let him go.
Let me go off real quick, and then you can roast me. You know what I mean? So, I think that I can kill a cougar. Not if I'm being hunted by a cougar. I think that cougar has me dead before I even know I'm being hunted.
Well,
right? Like
okay.
if I'm just walking along and this cougar's stalking me,
Yeah.
I'm fucked. I am 100% fucked.
I respect your respect.
But, like,
that
in a
thing is gonna.
coliseum.
That thing is just like a death missile coming from above.
Truly.
Right? Like I got no chance. But we get put into a coliseum and I'm facing it face to face. I think that I might be able to take it. I think that adrenaline's pumping. I think that it's going to come at me hot. I think that I can get a,
Like,
a
really
solid few knees to the rib, break a couple ribs, get it on its,
Oh.
get it on going backwards a little bit. All of a sudden, I'm mounted.
You're
choking it out.
controlling the
Control the back.
Yeah,
Put it on
wait,
his back.
this is not
Yeah.
a horse. I mean, I'm confused about how you're mounting.
Have you
it.
ever
Is there
watched a
saddle
UFC
on
fight?
it? Is there a saddle on this cougar?
No, bareback, baby.
Oh, okay.
Baby.
Seems
Let's go.
uncomfortable.
Seems implausible
Okay,
still.
interesting. So
Anyways,
you're gonna
like-
just hit it in the ribs and then mount it and then just
No.
grab on its mane and be
I'm
like,
gonna try and
"Yeah." How do you
survive
kill it?
while it jumps on me, and I'm just gonna get it with a couple knees, a couple bows, see if I can get some eyes, right? I'm basically gonna try and survive that initial assault of just ferocity, and then I'm just gonna bring it back at it. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna take it to it, and I'm gonna mount it, and then choke it out.
Why did you say
And then
that?
why
good
did
night.
you
And then good night.
And then you're just like,
Good
come here,
night,
little
cougar.
kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, with that, when the scenario is all painted, I do think that is possible because
Hell no.
they're sneaky and they play to kill
Right.
from above
They're-
and without you knowing.
Their game
So-
is hunting via stealth.
Yeah. So if you take stealth out of the equation, they are vicious. Yes.
They will hurt me. I will not come out unscathed.
I think
I will
you-
be ripped up.
You
You'll
gotta be
completely mauled.
you gotta be worried about those back claws
Just hanging on for death.
because that
or
thing's
for
gonna
life.
be kicking and scratching and all that stuff, and like that's if you can control the head.
Yeah, I'm gonna get tore up.
Tore up, but
But I think
Is
that
this
I'll
like
be
a
able to
baby
hang on.
cougar, or how old is this? Like full grown cougar? Is this like an infant? Is it like?
I would say like a mid-sized cougar. Like I'm not trying to
Mid-sized,
take on
okay.
like
Sedan.
the Sylvester Stallone of cougars. Like no, thank you.
Oh,
not a saber-toothed tiger.
It's just like the you version of a cougar.
Sure.
seems implausible. Well, you know, I think
Boom,
the only
roasted.
way that we can actually settle this is we're gonna have to like wrangle Wolverine and a cougar and actually like have a match. You know,
Test
and
it
just,
out.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like put them in
see.
the shed.
Yeah, because
And
like
one
Don't feed
fire
them
ant.
for a couple days.
Yeah, exactly.
And one singular.
I mean,
fire.
I'm saying I'm gonna live through this. I highly doubt you two will. So, Geneva.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well,
I forgot what Geneva's was.
I've been going back and forth. And one was purely based off of this video I saw of a peacock, and it really just rocked my world. But I still...
That's the most Geneva thing I've ever heard. This video of a peacock rocked my world. It was amazing.
But I think I will digress and not go with the peacock, because that seems like a given. Like,
Not that
that's all-
scary.
It's all showmanship.
It's not
you know?
scary.
All showmanship. But...
Just like you.
boom.
Boom, roasted.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Okay. Anywho.
Has to be scary.
Yeah, no, okay. A mountain goat.
Oh, shit.
Those
Whoa.
fuckers will
Dude,
like headbutt
yeah.
people off of mountains.
And you
Dude,
think
and
you
have
can
you
take
Like a
one of them?
seen their
bighorn sheep?
thighs?
Are you
Yes.
taking a bighorn sheep
Bighorn
or a
sheep?
mountain goat?
A mountain goat.
Okay,
What's
so like
the
not a
difference,
bighorn
truly?
sheep.
No, I said a mountain goat.
Okay,
So,
just
like a
making
goat.
sure.
Okay.
Just making
Let's
sure.
go.
So not, yeah. But their thighs are, I'm thinking of
Dude, they're
bighorn sheep.
big.
Never mind.
True story, was in Idaho on top of a mountain, and there's a bunch of mountain goats out there. Also, I'll get to this in a minute, actually, to the story. Bunch of mountain goats up there. We had heard that this is a thing, that they will like ram you off
Yeah.
of these mountains, or like just like come at you until you fall off the mountain. And we had to use bear spray on one.
No shit.
Yeah. So they'll
On
come
a
at
goat.
Whoa.
you. So
Yeah.
here's what I would do. Also, this is the thing. They're mysterious because there's no way that anything that lives in the wild can be that pristinely white. Why are they so
How
clean?
are they so clean?
They're so clean.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And they're
Something's
so
not
just
right.
like, I'm innocent.
Shout out Dr. Bronner's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody goes out there, some fucking hippie is like, I'm just gonna go out there and
Scrub
just
it
clean all
up.
them. Like, no, and they're
Okay.
just fake too. They're like
Fake ass goats.
They're
So
like,
fake.
I'm so innocent. Like, I'm just over here chewing on my leaves and licking my rocks. And then they're gonna kill you with
But
their
they're also like-
sideways ass
They're
eyes.
side eyeing you the whole time, and you're like, I know that you're not just thinking about licking that rock. Like
No.
you are.
Their pupils
prepping.
are sideways.
So you're
slits.
making this thing sound pretty ferocious. How are you killing it?
Great question. Deception.
I believe it.
So.
No, whatever you're saying, I'm down.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone knows that they love to lick rocks. Why do they love to lick rocks, class?
Salt.
Thank you. Salt. What else has salt in it that comes out of the human body?
SWAT.
Semen.
Pee. Sweat. Who said semen? Sweat, pee, salt, semen. Those were all really good answers. What is the
All right,
true
class.
answer?
The answer we were looking for was
I think it's sweat.
Okay,
Well,
So they just want to lick you.
I'm gonna change my answer to sweat.
It was pee. It was urine.
so I did the other right.
So thank
Still
you
wrong.
for participating.
Yeah, so
though.
I got 2 right on that.
You
one.
were
Just
all not wrong. But it's urine. So here's what I do. I pee on a rock. Strategically do it though in a spot where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pee on this rock so that goat goes to that spot.
Wait, but you're in a fighting ring, and there's thousands of patrons who have paid good money to watch this.
Okay, so I'm gonna pee in the friggin' Coliseum.
Okay.
I don't care if people see my butt.
No,
whatever.
of course not.
Yeah. Wanna be the first or the
I
last?
know, exactly. I'm like, thousands of people have already.
Yeah, like, you're welcome. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So
Honestly, a
anywho,
treat.
yeah. So I pee in the Coliseum,
Okay.
and then I start backing away. It's just one goat, right?
Just placing yourself.
Yeah, just one goat.
exactly.
Okay, so I start backing away, and it's obviously gonna go towards that pee. So,
And why does it go towards pee?
'Cause of
it's
the
like, I
salt.
wanna lick it.
brother,
Like I'm thirsty.
they
but
love that shit. Can't get
Wow.
enough of it.
They are highly deficient in something.
They must be. I understand
Anyway,
though.
perfect.
I
Keep
get
going.
it. Also, now that I'm realizing that I'm in a Coliseum, I don't have a threat. They're not going to push me off a mountain. They might gore me, though, with their little horns. So, we've deceived them. Deception. Done. Boom.
Yeah,
So
nice.
now I'm coming in from the back. What do? I pull them back onto their back, similar to you. But then what do I do next? Bop, bop, punch them in the jejuna.
Boom. Not a
Because
real
they're
thing.
laying on their back and they're just like, I don't have.
Yeah. And now they're shook as hell because
Yeah.
they're like, I think I'm like, throw
they've
up.
been sucking down all that pee.
Yeah, and so they're like got all this like saliva,
Yeah,
and they're
dude,
just
for
like
sure.
all sorts of
Choke.
whack. And then I mean, shake their hand, call it a fair match. I'm not gonna kill it. I'm a humanitarian,
You're like,
but I'm gonna rough them up a little
Wow.
bit. Put
Yeah.
on a show.
Wow. I
yeah,
think that
they're
was
saying
probably
like,
the best
uncle,
answer.
uncle.
That's probably-
Say uncle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
that was the
Yeah,
best answer.
I know. Shit, I can't
we've
even
had.
follow that up.
Yeah,
She's
that
the
was
most
pretty good.
non-violent and yet had the best
I
answer.
know,
for
and
that.
like
Yeah.
very well thought through.
Super well thought
You're
out.
like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just like pull it over here and pee on something. and then it's
Especially
gonna
for
walk-
somebody that was originally thinking about fucking up a peacock, like that was like a really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I like do recall you saying you wanted to kill a giraffe though.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I have grown since.
Yeah, you would get
I don't think
fucked
that
up by a
falls under the
giraffe.
scary part of the.
No, but it's massive,
But
and
they're
she would get
huge.
So
I know,
big.
but like the big / scary, we got to make a graph.
I'm
of this.
scared
There's a
of
correlation. to-
equines though. So like horses freak me out. So to me that is scary. I do not like
Yeah,
horses.
horses kind of scare me
I don't
too.
know. How would you kill a giraffe with your bare hands?
You fucking tie its neck in a
Yeah.
knot, in like a bow, like a present.
They're so slow, and they're just like, I'm like walking on skates.
And
Like,
their neck's like,
God, I put a fucking skateboard under one of its legs, and
Yeah.
it's dead. I mean, come on. It's so
legs
easy.
everywhere, neck everywhere.
Yeah, but it's not scary.
Yeah.
So anyway, cool.
Okay.
And
Oh,
we're
you know
out of
what
line
you do? You
with
know what
our
you do?
answers.
Is you confuse it, you convince it to walk under this tree. Boom. Little do they know that you've got blades lining that tree branch, and so that they just decapitate themselves.
Yeah,
No
accident.
blood
we're
on your
talk-
hands.
Yo, we're talking bare hands, no weapons. Don't be talking about no blades right now.
Then you're just
Nobody's-
up there hanging out of the tree, just like
Yeah. Then I
break the neck, walk away.
Just like Napoleon
I
Dynamite.
know
Break the wrist,
exactly.
walk away.
I mean, we've all seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
my.
Well,
Lord.
good answers.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Good round.
I feel confident
Not
that
a-
two of
you
us
know.
would be alive at the end of all this. So that's probably about it.
Yo, you
Yeah,
a
that's-
bitch with your answer though. Like,
Yeah, like
that's some punk ass shit. Like you're gonna come up in here and be like, I'm gonna fight an ant.
I mean, I was
Fuck
thinking
you, dude.
many ants
You said
at
a
first, and then I was
singular
like, yeah, I mean,
fire
if we're just
ant.
talking about like one, because A, they're scary. They're pretty small, but like, I don't know.
Are you
honestly,
gonna
I
even
think
be
that
able
was
to find it?
I know,
And,
honestly, I'm just gonna stomp around the whole Coliseum like, where you at? Where you at?
so good
Fight me.
discussion for three of us.
Yeah.
Good work,
I
guys.
mean, I
Good
could
work,
think of
guys.
another one probably, but
should we like
I'm kind of a lover,
episode
not a
3
fighter.
will
yeah,
like
I mean, we'll
you
come
have
back
to answer that again.
Like more
Stay
Stay
thought
tuned for
through.
episode 3, and we'll
I
come
just
back
don't
with
think
you.
that I thought that one through enough, you know?
I mean,
There's a
you had
first-
the same answer as you did like a week ago,
I
so
know,
you've
but-
had a lot of time.
But I
to
wasn't
think
just
it
sitting there
through.
pondering like, what animal would I kill? Like
Why
I
not?
should have. I know, honestly.
Yeah.
At this point, we're
What
we're
else
all
are you
surviving.
thinking of?
I
Yeah.
know. Wouldn't you like to know? But yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, we would.
Not killing animals that are scary. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would probably go the same vein of Gene. Like a bighorn sheep. Fuck bighorn sheep. They're scary. Not a goat. Big horn sheep.
Elusive. They're
Yeah.
elusive.
They're
too.
very large.
They have huge thighs. Like they're just gonna be like bah! And kill you with their fucking hoof.
Thunder thighs.
Yeah, like they're power bottoms for sure.
For sure.
Like they are gonna crush a hard gear on a climb, and definitely like tip over on some rocks. So,
Real talk.
You guys are both mountain goats.
Whoa.
Wow.
Maybe that's what you are.
Maybe that's your spirit animal. What do you guys think your spirit animal is? Not to like take away from this current conversation, but
Technically, it's cultural appropriating to talk about a spirit animal, but I'm with it. Let's do it. Let's get into it.
oh, is that inappropriate nowadays?
Yeah, I don't know. I took a webinar.
Oh, sorry if this offends
webinar.
anyone.
Yeah, so just prereq. Sorry if this offends anyone.
I feel like if I were an animal, I would be
Yeah,
blank.
there we go.
Fill in. I don't know.
I don't even
We
know.
can fill in for each other.
Yellow
We talked about
bellied.
this.
yeah, let's
we
go.
talked about this.
I'm a yellow-bellied marmot, no doubt.
I don't even know what that
I
means,
don't-
but I love
yeah.
it.
Okay, first of all, their communication systems that they've come up with between their little marmot friends, it's so cool. And they
Is it
chirp.
super passive?
No, they
Boom.
Yeah, sure.
They
Someone's a
just
type
leave, they
9
just
on the Enneagram
leave
scale.
notes for each other. It's like someone didn't do the dishes.
Do it later.
Or
No,
you're
they-
dead.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
chirp.
That took a dark twist.
They
I know. I
chirp.
do love the chirping.
Yeah, and,
Okay.
okay, but they're really fat, and they just like don't look that into shape. But then you find them on like the tops of these fucking mountains
Yeah.
and in these really extreme places, and you're like, well, how the fuck did you get up
Yeah,
there?
they're
You little,
fast
you
as hell,
little
too.
guy,
They
you
just
little
be
chubby little
nibbling
guy,
into your
Little chubby
backpack.
bastard.
you little
Yeah.
chunker.
Yeah, true.
She's talking about that off the couch fitness.
Yeah, and I can relate. People are like, how the hell did you get up here? I'm like, that was a great fucking question.
Yeah, I with my legs. Fuck you.
But like, I'm hoping there's snacks at the top. You know what I'm saying? So
Your girl brought Gushers.
because your girl's got gushers.
Shout out to Gushers. Thank you.
Please sponsor us.
Kind of like that one. What we were talking about the other day about like the dogs that everyone looks at.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
I don't even remember.
I don't even
them now.
remember.
I don't know.
I think that Ross was like a Jack Russell Terrier.
Yeah, I'm a fucking yapper, huh?
He's just like, and you're always like mulling around, just like, I don't know, I'm just gonna like do a lap around the house, like, like just always doing something.
No, dude, I don't know that he's Jack Russell. I think he's more of like a Doberman, where he's, he's just like
very solemn.
sleek, athletic, like kind of gnarly, but
Hey, say it again. Gas me up.
also damn. Y'all need to chill real quick because I didn't even get finished. Like
Say it. Doberman.
he's
He's like
neurotic as a motherfucker, but
True.
like also sleek and like vicious if need be, but like mostly neurotic and nerdy. You know, and that's what
Yeah.
Dobermans are. Like they're fucking nerds.
Yeah.
But like could also rip your face off.
Yeah,
if
very
need be.
protective,
Right?
athletic.
And you can tell it's right under the surface. They're sleek. They're like these good looking solemn bitches, but they're nerds. You know. And I feel like that's kind of Ross. Is
Okay,
like you're
yeah.
this badass, but also a big ass nerd.
I am a nerd. Can't confirm.
And confirm. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I kind of like that. I can see that. I
alright.
can see that.
All right.
What should we say Jacob is? What kind of doge?
I like know nothing about dogs, so
He's highly allergic.
I'm allergic to them. So like I don't know nothing.
Can't win them
Like
all.
that's
You're
a dog. They're like what
you're
kind?
a big dog.
Like what kind
Yeah.
of dog is that? I'm like I don't know.
Jacob's like
He is a big
like I don't want to
dog.
say like a brown lab, but
I
like,
was gonna say it literally is my dog.
yeah, like Jordy.
he is Jordy.
No,
Whoa.
he's way more athletic than Jordy.
Yeah, but
For
like
everybody
more
that's
athletic.
listening, Jordy is 105 pounds. This dude's thicker than any, human ass I've ever seen. This dude's got a better ass than them. I swear to
He's
God.
got a booty.
He's
a
got a
donk.
thick ass.
yeah, this
And
dog
like,
is.
they're gonna go ahead and liken me to Jordy.
You do have a nice butt.
Yeah, but it's not a.
I appreciate
if
that,
it was
but, like-
if it was in human form, he'd be like 225, 250, 300.
Straight
yeah,
up.
true.
Be big boy.
I'd
Big
be
boy.
No, but I think like a chocolate lab in like the way that you're like very loyal to your friends, like very intelligent, but then also like fit. And like I'm not talking about like a Geordie.
He's like a lab collie mix.
Yeah, lab collie, lab collie, lab Aussie. Like I don't know, someone who's like speedy but also like smart and loyal and like gets shit done.
I appreciate that.
But just like a bigger breed.
Like sits when you tell him to.
It's like
comes when you tell him to.
It's like smart in that he obeys my commands.
Yeah, I love that in a dog. In human.
Wow.
That was a joke.
Oh,
Perfect. Okay.
What's
Geneva?
Eddie?
What?
Oh,
We didn't talk about you.
no, let's do
I
you.
think that we
next.
should talk about it.
I'm a yellow belly marmot.
That's not a dog.
That's not a dog.
Might as well be.
Great
Dog.
point.
I mean, true. I mean, they're pretty chunky. Yeah. Probably bigger than like a chihuahua.
Okay, you would be.
I think that she would be a poodle.
I feel physically angry.
Well, yeah, okay, well that's the way that you.
I
That's how you
agree.
want to take it. Like you could take it however you want.
Poodle to me
can
is
I
like
break it down for you?
Yes, please.
Because like poodles are hot, right? Poodles are like good looking dogs.
I don't know
Like
if
with
I
the right kind of hair, with the right kind of haircut, poodles are great.
What are
looking.
you insinuating?
I'm insinuating that you need to put a mullet on that dome that you got.
yeah,
going
the
on.
haircut.
That's what I
need
mean.
a mullet.
Mullet. Or
I think.
bust.
I think you're a wire-haired German short hair pointer.
A wire-haired German hair. You got some sort of hair.
Yeah,
There's a lot of comments about my
You're
hair.
a German short.
Sherman short hair pointer.
Yeah, that's what they're called. The GSPs. But you got that wiry hair. And
I don't even know what that
think about
means.
Lola.
Oh,
You're a
yeah.
Lola dog, but they
Lola.
have the ones that have like kind of the wiry hair.
Okay, sure.
Super athletic.
Wow,
Yeah,
thanks.
can run for fucking weeks.
Neurotic
Yeah.
as a motherfucker.
But also
Yeah.
like neurotic as hell.
yeah.
Like if you don't
Thanks.
run for weeks, then you're gonna like pee on the carpet, probably like
Oh,
tear
for
to
sure.
the couch.
Yeah, she peed on the carpet yesterday.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
drink. They drink
Was
a
that
lot of
recreationally?
water.
Yeah, I was just like, I need to go exercise.
Yeah, that's it.
Drink
But
a lot of
like
water.
hella cute, you know.
Yeah, it's like, look at me.
Like it's a hot dog. Like
Yeah.
When
Also
I see them, I think hot
guys.
dogs.
super smart dog too, but they need
Wow.
they need tasks, right? They
They
need
have
something
to be,
to do. Otherwise, they're a terror,
Preach.
Yeah.
which is a pretty accurate description. of
Approaching that
Shredward's.
terror zone in this quarantine. Toeing the line. Cool. Wow. Thanks, guys. That's that.
We done solved it.
Yeah.
Wait, and
But we
okay,
haven't talked
Oh,
about Geneva's
Jean.
dog though.
I know.
She's a yellow belly marmot, but like
That's not
In
a
dog
dog.
form.
That's
not a dog. Can confirm, not a dog.
Woof, dude. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with. I'm still feeling a little bit traumatized. You said I was like a poodle.
Yeah. If you call me a poodle,
I'm not gonna call you a poodle.
okay.
Called me one.
You're like, yo, I'm right here, dog.
Dude, I don't know what gene is. Similar to a lab, some sort of lab-esque.
What's the dog? What did? Oh shoot, I forget the dog breed. They're what's Edison?
You're gonna fucking call me a corgi right now?
Basically a marmot.
Like a corgi would be pretty funny.
I am not a corgi.
No, respectfully disagree with
Yeah,
that.
respectfully fuck off
Okay.
because I am not a corgi.
I will fuck off, but that's pretty funny.
I'm not a corgi.
Dude, like some sort of like small, a small dog. Like what are those
Like a
little like?
blue healer.
Yes,
'Cause
that's
they're-
what I was gonna
Because
say.
they're like kind of assholes sometimes.
No, but they're just like that is not why.
No,
They're like
but-
sporty and athletic and like to cuddle and are just like boo, but then also just like chill and like you know what I'm saying. Y'all ever seen?
But
one of them
also,
dogs?
they can be kind of assholes sometimes.
I mean, we all
I am.
can. All dogs can
All
be
men are.
assholes. I don't. I mean,
All people can be assholes too.
exactly.
Yeah.
All never mind.
Yeah. Yep. Cool.
All assholes can be assholes
That's
too.
what
I know. God,
say.
same. So was I. Thank you.
Yeah, I could be a
You're
blue
hard.
healer.
I think. Yeah.
I'm a
maybe.
mutt. Honestly, like people
Well,
are like,
don't-
"What is she?" She's like sporty, but also like not super fit.
What?
Oh,
Who says that?
We're cutting her off. on
As
this
they
line of
get
thought
dropped
right
on
now.
the
like,
climb.
everybody's
like,
fucking chasing
and
her
on the
uphill,
skin
but she's
track.
like, I'm fat. And they're just like, what are you talking about?
Geneva's all,
Jesus
Corgi.
Christ.
Geneva's just breaking trail on the skin track, and I'm like,
If you're fat, what are we?
I know, honestly, I'm like, I think I'm obese now.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Straight up.
Y'all are beautiful, athletic Latina goddesses.
Oh, God.
We're not Latinos.
That was from sophomore year when Gene and I had geometry together. We used to call each other that.
Well, should we get
That's
should we give the people a preview of what they're going to get next week?
Only God knows what's
Do
gonna
we have
happen.
an? Oh, we hit the benchmark.
Well,
we
we're
hit about
about
an hour now.
we got about
Oh my
5
God.
minutes left.
God bless
We got 5
whoever
minutes
has
left?
been.
What the
Yeah,
hell
'cause-
did we talk about?
Well,
I know. I'm
well,
honestly blacked out.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had 5 minutes of
Yeah,
bullshit
for
before
like
we
5
actually
to
started,
7
huh?
minutes. You guys just talked about nonsense before.
I
could
mean, what else?
start it.
For the
What
last
were we
hour,
talking
we
about
talked
for the
about
past
yeah.
55?
Come on. I mean, it's all
50.
nonsense.
So therefore, we have 7 more minutes of nonsense to
Do you
talk.
want to? You can
Hell
just talk
yeah.
for 7 minutes. Whatever you want to say.
I don't have 7 minutes of things to say.
Things to
You
say.
guys
You're an
know me. I
interesting
don't
guy.
say
You got-
7 minutes worth of
Yeah,
shit all
you're right.
day.
True.
Tell us about your life. Give the people what they want.
No,
This is what they want.
hard
Let's
pass.
talk about one thing about snowmobiles.
Yeah, let's do one
Oh.
snowmobile
This
comment.
is our
here at the
snowmobile
end.
moment.
Yeah,
Snowmobile moment.
This
of
is
the show.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, like you slednecks gotta
Okay.
wait till an hour in to get these juicy details. You have to listen to this whole thing.
Okay, what I don't know.
I
what
mean,
do you got?
okay,
what
let's
do you
ask
got?
questions. Yeah, how do you? I don't even know how to say an intelligent question about snowmobiles.
Yeah.
Tell us about your first experience that you remember snowmobiling, and when you were like, "I'm gonna be good at this."
Yeah, I'm going to be good at this.
Yeah, exactly.
like
You were
that?
actually Russian. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
When
Was
you
that
first
Russian?
learned.
I thought it was like Italian.
I don't know.
I don't really know.
Only God knows. That was
Wait,
scary.
this is what he hit.
Oh wow, that was the wrong
After
one.
Russian.
We're still figuring this
What
out.
he was
Glorious.
looking for was
Yeah.
Boom.
Thank you.
Okay, so Roscoe,
So-
we're
right,
taking
so-
a look at your infancy and when you really became enamored,
addicted.
Addicted is
Yeah.
probably a better word for it with the snowmobiles. Where did that come from? Where did it emanate? And when did that start to bloom?
It started pretty early and probably like the thing is, let's paint the picture that there's no youth snowmobiles. There are now.
Size.
There are now, and they're starting to make like a 3/4 size snowmobile.
So Roscoe's out there on them big beefy boys.
Yeah, and like
Essentially.
you were like a late bloomer. So like when you were a child, like you're like a small kid. Yeah.
I was, yeah,
Is that what you're telling me?
more so
Okay.
fat.
Gordito.
Okay, I mean, that's not what I was implying. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
you're like
but
a
no,
little
no.
dude out there, like, oh my God, I'm on like a huge sled.
So what I'm saying is, when you're ages 6 from 8, there was something for you to ride. From 8 to 14, there was nothing for you to ride.
Just a full size sled.
Just a full size.
Wow.
Yes,
So really, that thing's riding you. If you know what I mean.
essentially.
Ooh, ooh.
So like, really, it was about 13, 14 when I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be really good at this. And so that's how it stemmed. But before that, I would always ride in front of Dad, like when I was really small. And like I would just sit like we do when we go doubling. Like
Perfect.
me.
I know.
Yeah.
Like
Dad,
an
go
infant. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is scary. Oh, can I drive? That's Ross when he was 11 months old.
yeah. So that's how it essentially started. And then like I would ride around like in the meadows. I could kind of get around, but you couldn't really. I mean, back then the sleds were so like they weren't as capable as they are now. And then finally the timing was about right. When I was 14, 15, they got to a point where they were like really starting to become rideable, even for like smaller people. You didn't have to use so much muscle. You could use more technique to get them around.
But you weren't short on muscles, right? Is that right?
No, I was
Never
definitely,
has been.
No.
I know, honestly.
definitely short
Came
on
out of the
muscles.
womb just straight up
Nope.
ripped. Yeah. He's like,
Like very pudgy.
Hugh Jackman.
yeah,
will,
exactly. We're
I
talking
will insert a
Wolverine.
picture of myself.
Oh, please
Do
do.
the one.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
the one. with
Yeah.
the hat.
So if you're just listening, go ahead and listen to this whole thing again, but like watch it on YouTube.
Boom. Thank you for that. Yeah.
And look,
Just for that picture.
Yeah.
You're gonna want it.
So
Wow.
does that answer the question?
So
or
you're
no?
like 14, 15 when you're like, I think I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah, that's when it started.
That's kind of late, like in terms of professional sports. Like in a lot of sports, I mean, you hear cats in basketball and football and soccer, and they start playing at 6 years old, and by the time that they're 8, by the time that they're 10, they're just like, all that they're thinking about is what LeBron James is doing, what Cristiano Ronaldo is doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
how many goals Abby Wambach is scoring. You know what I mean? Like
lots.
That's
I don't know sports.
That's that's a lot younger than 14 years old. Like
for sure.
These young rippers and whatever they're ripping at.
Yeah, but the fact that there's no machines to ride it means that there was nobody earlier. Nobody was doing it when they were 10 at that time, and also the riding style that exists today didn't exist then. Like it was just coming into the world of like how we actually ride now, like side hilling, riding through the trees, doing all this technical stuff. It didn't exist until 2008.
So you kind of grew with it.
Yeah.
You were just at the right place at the right time.
It was changing, and then I was like, oh, I'm old. Like, I was learning the technique at the same time everybody else was.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what their age were. Like, there were the pioneers on the front, but like I was learning with everybody else, and that gave me the advantage when I, was 17. I could ride with the best because it was like nobody had an upper hand. Nobody had years on me because it was so new. The only guys who had the advantage were the guys who were pioneering it. So
that's crazy.
I know.
I think that at least what I'm hearing is like now that there are resources for those, like, whatever size you may be between 8 and 14, like I think that you should go around to various elementary/middle schools and reach the fences and be like, hey guys, do you guys want to come sledding?
Yeah.
Do you have a really rich dad who can help you buy these $10,000 machines?
Because we can make you the best sledder in the world.
Yeah, and definitely make sure to keep that mustache while you do that.
You should definitely have the mustache and then speak like this.
Use some sort of like small like black silk gloves as you're just
Do you know who I am?
That sounds like a good idea, but I don't think I should do that.
I mean,
it's a funny idea.
if the
I think
shoe
I might
fits.
get arrested.
You definitely will. But
Are you trying to grow the sport or not? I mean, I'm a little confused about this. Like,
Commit, dog.
I know.
Shit.
Quit being fake. Well, that's great.
Boom.
Boom. Roasted.
Well, thanks for sharing, man.
You're welcome.
That was
For
so
sure.
heart-filling.
They had to wait until the very end to get any knowledge.
But they got it.
But they got it.
Got it.
And now they know.
fixed.
And now we got them. Now they're like, they're so funny. I'm gonna watch all of these forever.
What will we talk about?
That was
that come
horrifying.
from?
And here's Maleficent in the corner.
Yeah. Bellatrix Lestrange
Shut
has
it down.
joined us.
No one's gonna get that Harry Potter reference.
Dude,
babe.
maybe
Think
we
about
should
the
talk about
audience.
Harry Potter next time. Next week, let's talk about Harry
Yeah, we can talk
Let's
about.
build an audience first.
We might get the Harry Potter audience. You never
we go.
know.
Oh, yeah,
Stop.
true.
Yeah.
One can only
I know.
hope.
God, I could only dream about that.
You guys could start your own podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
where all you do is talk about Harry Potter shit.
In my dreams, literally.
Yeah,
The shit is here. Like, we can do it.
Cool.
great. Well,
They're like, cool, F off. Can we end this now?
Yeah.
I was hoping that we could just end it on that weird laugh.
Okay.
And then just
And then we just,
Well, that's in the post-production.
That's post-production.
post-pro.
oh, dear God.
So are we done? Does anybody have anything else?
I
Any
have-
like news?
I would just like to add that
statements?
like Geneva also wrote
Oh,
butt stuff question mark as a bullet point on our podcast.
I didn't know where it
Kinda
was
notes.
gonna
To-do
go.
section.
I didn't know where it was.
I mean, we
gonna
have
go.
very few things written down on this. We did not get to all of them.
Like, if we're
Clearly.
gonna talk
Clearly.
about board games, we might as well bring up butt stuff too.
I mean, that kind of, I mean,
a great
like, they
point.
kind of go hand in hand,
Yeah.
honestly.
Real
I mean,
talk.
pawn in
It's
pawn,
called
if you will. It's
foreplay,
like,
you know?
if you're doing board games, you're probably also doing butt stuff during quarantine. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
both starts with B.
exactly. Board games, butts. I mean, it's like a slippery
Anyway,
slope. So, anyway,
We're having
next
fun.
week.
We hope you're
Yeah.
having fun. Tune in next week.
Tune in
fun.
next week.
Take
Thanks
us out
for
there,
watching.
Roscoe.
Jeez.
Do the thing that you do. Do it.
Hey, all you cats. Thanks for tuning in.
Anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and leave a review on iTunes, Spotify. Make sure you follow the podcast. Geneva's gonna die laughing here in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, and we'll see you next time from 1569. Signing off.
Can we go way back, way back, way back? Can we go way back, way back, way See, in retrospect, I would've did it the same. In hindsight, I'm the only one to blame. I ain't picky, I'm just real specific. I want nothing less.